Hello everyone, welcome to my latest video. Today I've got two games for you, and these two games are very much kind of like the lowlights versus the highlights of my games. Some of my latest games, I took a little bit of a break for a couple of days, played a bit of Baldur's Gate and all that kind of thing, so I was a little bit rusty coming back to Hunt. And so this was pretty much my first game back after taking a couple of days break, and yeah, it was an interesting one. So we came up on the first clue here, and I already spotted someone, and I don't know what it was. I think I was using FMJ with the silencer, and I think I was leading using the regular kind of lead that you would do with the regular ammo. I just wasn't hitting my shots, which is a bit of a shame. You know, FMJ is amazing, but I'm so used to the muzzle velocity of the regular Vesely ammo that I just anything, you know, faster or slower, high velocity or, you know, FMJ kind of really throws me out just a little bit. So yeah, a bit of a shame that I missed those shots there, but he went off that way, and I was like, okay, so he's gone off, he's done whatever he needs to do. And then of course behind me I get those crows, and they were definitely behind. I thought they were in front when I think in game, but yeah, they're definitely behind. And so I was wondering, maybe is he gonna ambush me? You know, I've got a silencer. I want to stay as stealthy as possible today. This is my main aim, just to kind of ease back into things. But just yeah, I didn't really know. I hadn't quite decided what I was going to do yet, and I think I finally heard him inside. I think he just went straight inside the boss area. Yeah. Yeah, so that was him fighting the boss. And of course we saw a second person just running straight for the clue. And I couldn't not take up the opportunity to try and fight him. Yeah, running and hiding, so that usually means I'll push forward. So a nice hit. Hit him again. Unfortunately, both those hit were arm shots, so I really did no damage. And then he ran up here, and I just... yeah, this was where I should have just thrown a frag up and just got to be done with it. I can't believe I didn't. I can't believe I died to this. But I took way too long deciding to get the frag and start to throw the frag up. The great thing is, though, I went down. Obviously, you know, I have necro and all of that jazz. He didn't trap me properly. He just trapped really rubbishly. So when I got up, I didn't set off any traps. So I was like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what? How do you trap that badly? It's not hard. You stick the traps on the person. It's pretty easy. So yeah, I was like, okay, sure. Well, thank you for the freely allowing me to get up. So yeah, by the time I got up, which I didn't sit around for that long, you know, there was plenty of people around, and yeah, this was one of those situations where I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying to spot people in that direction because that's where they were shooting. I couldn't see anyone. You know, there's no one around in the bushes or anything. And I guess they were probably up on the top of the back of the can't describe it. The wooden walkway. Obviously, I can hear there's some silenced. I think that's a silenced Winfield Centennial going off. And yeah, I was a little bit sneaky here. There's nothing quite as satisfying as using Serpent to Serpent a banish. But I went for it. Like, at the end of the day, it's the health regeneration. You know, I restored my health. And it was worth just, you know, running out there and trying to go for it. And yeah, and I just sort of started around, and I could still hear the silencer going off. And I think they were in that bush right next to me on the right hand side. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that they were. And I don't know, in my brain, I just wasn't really thinking. Like, I knew people were around. I knew I was close to people. That was wasn't a doubt in my mind. But I just didn't think, you know what? There's a silencer next to me. When I probably should have. And at this point, you know, I'm just waiting for something to happen. And of course, give it enough time, someone will come along. But of course, I've now killed this person. I've now taken a shot myself. And of course, you know, I'm using a silencer. No, I'm not going to give myself away. Why would I give myself away to the people around me? Yeah, that was frustrating. I kind of knew there was someone there, and I kind of hadn't registered it in my head. I think that was the problem. I didn't quite put two and two together for some reason. As I say, it was my own mistake. I should have probably moved out of there by that point. Again, you know, I'm looking down here, and I hear someone down here. Someone's taking a shot. Someone's clearly in this area, and so I decided to circle out, you know, and rotate on them. But I didn't want to. I still wanted to be careful. And yeah, now I'm like, okay, so there's people approaching the extract. Someone's around here. I can't see them. And they were there in the bush. Just there in the bush. So yeah, I stayed down for a while there. I figured I'm going to bide my time. I'm going to stay down. I'm just going to, you know, be patient. And yeah, man, like, this was one of those slightly frustrating games where everyone was being a little bit more bushwalky, like I was. You know, I was sitting in the bush as well. Everyone was kind of being a little bit quiet and stealthy, and or like hidden, and yeah, it's hard to deal with. But you know, now that we had Serpent, I could take more of an advantage. So I knew that there was 2 people outside, and I knew there was 1 people still in the boss area, because he kept getting himself up, and I knew he was a little bit, kind of struggling a little bit. So I took the opportunity to, well, go for the person in here. So I did, finally get a kill, and I was like, okay, burn him, whatever, and let's get out of here. We've got these 2 people who I'm pretty sure were duos, because they weren't really fighting each other. And I kind of wanted to fight, but at the same time I was down a big bar essentially. I didn't really have the weapons for it. I had gone down a couple of times, so I wasn't feeling quite as confident at this point, which is important. I think having confidence and feeling like you're confident enough to go into the fights is really quite an important factor in how you'll do. Because if you don't feel confident, you won't perform well. As simple as that, really. And so I decided to bow out, and just flee. I got that person who I trapped him, burnt him. He kept trying to get up. I got a few kills there. This was a decent hunter as well. Like, this was a level 50 hunter. You see all the traits there. I did not want to lose this hunter in the slightest. So I decided, you know what? Let's get the bounty. Let's get out of there. That's exactly what I did. So into the next game, and yeah, this is definitely one of those games that went a lot better than the first one. After the first one, I was feeling a little bit like I needed a good game. I needed to have a game that was that just built up that confidence again in my ability to play a game I know very well. It's very easy to get in your own head when playing Hunt, and it's important to remember to just have fun sometimes. But what I will say is this is also the game that got me back into 4MMR, 4-star MMR, which, you know, is, for a lot of people, I know that's pretty average. I was happy about that. I'm pretty much usually I've got the skills of someone who is 4-5 MMR, but the consistency of someone who's about a 2-star. So so I find myself, you know, with the abilities of people who are very good at the game, but my consistency is dreadful, which makes me just, you know, often a pretty low down player. But I'm definitely getting better. And yeah, so coming up to this next, I just see those people there and I decide, right, let's grab my supplies and everything. I know they're heading that way. I'm going to stalk them down in that direction, since that's where they were running. Don't take my shot instantly. I just wait. Like, they're clearly looking at something, looking for something. And then yeah, when I'm ready and happy, I start shooting. So they flee. They don't really know where I am quite yet. I think they started looking at this point. Like, they kind of know the general direction, probably because of hit markers, of course. And there we go, they see me. I take a pot shot in the direction and then got a headshot. I was very happy about that. Honestly, taking pot shots can work out really well. I'm very happy about that. It was pure luck. I will admit it was pure luck, but I was happy. So we move over towards King Snake, which is where the boss was. And you know, I turn up and I'm alone pretty much when I turn up. I'm doing a lot of crouch walking here. Again, I was still coming off this previous game where I wasn't feeling that confident, but I realise it's why, and I just go for it. Does anyone struggle to aim at zombies that are right in front of them? Is it just me, or is this a thing? It can't just be me, right? Like they're right in front of you, and you still miss them. No, I really like King Snake. I do have a video on King Snake if you are interested. I'm definitely planning to do more videos and map videos on the different areas of the game. But yeah, so someone's arrived, and I figured no, it's not time to fight the boss yet. Let's see where this person is, and I think they're on this side. I think I hear them. Holy shots that I missed. Right at the end of that little firefight there, I was panicking heavily. Heavily panicking. Like, missing all those shots just is not great. But hey, it does work out. Now I have to say, one thing I didn't mention in my King Snake video is those stairs leading up to that area. It is they're not stairs I use that often, I've got to admit. I don't really use this side of the building that often, just because it is so open. But yeah, so got her burning, got her trapped up, which is all good. And then we're in fighting the assassin, and it goes off red again. I'm so close to finishing off the assassin. I finish him off before I do anything else too much. And I wasn't too sure where they were coming from, but I think the immolator on this side of the building started going off first, down the bottom. I think that's what drew me over here. But the other thing is, and I mentioned this and show this in my King Snake video, I'm now standing right by one of the only noiseless entrances where you can just sneak under and sneak in. And you know, I will know if anyone's come into any of the other doors, just because they're a lot noisier compared to this entrance. And I think people use this entrance quite a lot to sneak into the building. The only other options that are more or less noiseless is like coming up from underneath in the mines. But I've really not found many people doing that. And the great thing is, this guy, well, I say great, this guy actually did the right thing, which was to check that corner, because that was exactly the right corner to check. Unfortunately, he snuck out, and I should have killed him, but my bullet hit the wall. He should have died sneaking out there, because that is so slow to sneak out of. Yeah, I mean, you can't see me rolling my eyes, but it's just a little bit frustrating that I didn't have FMJ in that case, because that would have helped in that regard. But hey ho, what can you do? So yeah, repositioning, completely repositioned. I'm out of the boss complex. I decided to sit on this bridge and reposition a little bit. I missed my shot there, unfortunately. And just you know, I knew it was two people. I knew it was a duo. I knew I was solo. I knew that they were pretty good. I just got this vibe that they were, you know, not half bad. And so pulling out of the boss complex, I think, was probably my smartest move here. And just waiting for a better opportunity to take them down. And I was kind of hoping that I might see them run past the 3 little windows there, yeah. But yeah, they didn't in the end. And so I went for the serpent. You have to go for the serpent. But of course, they had definitely moved straight into that area at that point, and that is totally fair enough. Definitely had to have a go, you know. I heard them try and open this bottom door. I'm not sure what they were really doing. I don't know if they kind of stopped when they heard me throw the frag, which might have been the case. And yeah, we started trying to rotate a little bit. I thought they were trying to push me or get into preparations to push, but after that dark sight check, I could see that it was starting to move away, and it was definitely time to push in. And yeah, just chase them down, you know. You know, they've just come in and stolen my hard work. I took the shovel to the assassin for a long time, and I wanted that bounty. I'd put in the work, I was going to have it. And so it's time for a good old chase. Chase across the map. Now, it's pretty obvious here that they were, you know, not only running away, but also trying to take advantage of the fact that there was one bounty still sitting at the prison. Which I don't blame them, you know. Going for the double bounty, or in this case a triple, is, you know, always worth doing. I see glimpses of them in the distance and all. You know, I just don't get a shot on them for a little bit. Now, luckily, I do have stamina. And I think if it wasn't for the fact that I had some stamina, I would have fell massively behind. The other great thing is, you know, they are also clearing out a lot of the AI along the way, while I don't really have to, because they've killed it for the most part. But here we go, we catch up to them a little bit. We see them climbing up. I get the first headshot. Nice little long range headshot there. And a nice little second long range headshot. I was really pleased with those shots. That felt they felt like, you know, some nice clean kills after that. You know, chase across half the map. I wasn't quite sure what the situation was around here. I should have probably did a dark sight before I checked, but yeah, there was no one here. Got the loot on these two, and turns out inside, or I don't think it was inside, I think it was out the back here. Yeah, they had a fight, and he was just sitting out here waiting, with a bounty waiting. Which, you know, opportunistic. Why not? Why not take two? So yeah, this was the game that actually got me into 4-star, which back from 3-star again, which I have since fallen out of again, because as soon as I get into 4-star, it gets to my head and I choke. But that is life. I'm trying my best just to not care about MMR, in all honesty. I don't think it's something really to care too much about. You know, at the end of the day, it's a game that we are here to play and have fun with. It's very easy to get sucked up in the wanting to be extremely good at the game, and you know, not sucking and getting into the high MMRs and everything. But in all honesty, you know, I am having a lot of games like this recently where you know, I'm getting 5, 6, 7 kills. Okay, yeah, I might die a few times, and that's what's keeping me in that 3-star, because net growing, you know, is not great for MMR. But yeah, you know, I was very happy with how this game went, and yeah, it can be a challenge. But anyway, if you enjoyed this little commentary, gameplay style video, please let me know. I'm trying to work out what sorts of videos I want to bring to you guys. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed recently. I've had a really big, for my size and my you know, I'm kind of really just starting out on YouTube, and just seeing that so many people are enjoying my videos and really liking what I'm doing. You know, even though I'm not the best player in the world, you know, I know a lot about the game, I know a lot about the guns, I know a lot about the maps and how to play. I'm just not great. It's really, you know, motivated me to keep making videos and keep trying to entertain. But yeah, so thank you guys. If you like this, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, may your hunts be bountiful. Have a good one.